Author Tim Willocks joins us to discuss his epic historical fiction, The Religion. In this turbulent and rapturous 16th century novel, a courageous adventurer is sent on an impossible mission amidst the turmoil of the greatest holy war the world has ever seen. First of all, Tim, tell us a bit about the storyline of The Religion.
The Religion's the story of a man called Matthias Tannhauser, who's an arms dealer and an adventurer in the 16th century, who's recruited by a noblewoman called Carla to take her to Malta to try and find her long-lost son. They arrive there at the start of the Turkish invasion of Malta, which was one of the most brutal and harrowing feats of arms in military history.
Describe your hero, Matthias Tannhauser.
He's big, he's ballsy, he's intrepid, he's resourceful. He loses his family when he's a boy. And in a sense, one of his underlying unconscious themes in the novel is his search to replace that lost family. It's also about his search for faith. He's capable of fantastic ruthlessness. He's a killer.
There's a lot of religious conflict in the world today. Did any of this influence you?
I didn't attempt to draw any direct parallels with contemporary war because I wanted to be true to the 16th century. I wanted to be true to the characters and the events of that time. War is the most complex human activity. The way human beings interact during war, their emotions are so intensified and heightened, the meaning of life becomes more extreme. Even among civilian populations, people behave differently with each other. They love each other more intensely, they hate each other more intensely.
Your main female character is Carla. Did you base her on any real life or literary women?
I didn't have a particular individual in mind, but the things she struggles with, the social and religious pressures, were certainly very prevalent at that time. Another unusual aspect of the 16th century is that there were so many unusual and powerful women around. In the top league you had Queen Elizabeth I and Catherine de Medici and Mary Queen of Scots. Women had, in many ways, more freedom and respect and socio-economic power at the 16th century than in subsequent centuries. So Carla's drawn from that kind of broader portrait of the possibilities of being a woman in the 16th century.
Can you tell us a bit about the two foes that stand against each other in the war, the Knights of St. John of Jerusalem and the Great Armada of the Emperor of the Ottomans?
The two foes, as you put it, are both fantastically interesting from a historical and military perspective. They were both willing, desperate to see the face of God, as they put it in Islam, to die for God in the Holy War. But the Knights had exactly the same attitude.
How did you go about recreating the stark and disturbing images of war for this book?
I imagined myself being there as vividly as possible. No matter how extreme and harrowing and graphic my novel is, it can't even begin to compare to what actually went on there, or to what's going on now. The whole literature of the human race, virtually every country you can name for 2,000 years, celebrates war and heroic, violent men. War is the greatest show on earth.
The Religion marks the beginning of a sweeping trilogy that is destined to take the reading world by storm. Vivid in historical detail, this intoxicating tale of adventure, war and passion is masterfully told.